Hey guys, what's up? It's Jess and welcome back to my channel. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. My name's Jessica, but you can just call me Jess. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you've clicked on my video once again. So for today's video, we are obviously in the kitchen, and that is because we are back with another baking video. So I'm going to be making vanilla cupcakes. I have been wanting them and a family member gave me the recipe, so I thought, why not try it out together? I've had a bit of flops lately when I've been baking, so let's pray that this goes well and that I've got my baking touch back. I really hope that I do. Otherwise, we'll see what happens. You guys will know at the end of this video, so I obviously don't know because this is in real time. But let me know in the comments if you think this is going to be a flop or if it's going to be a success. So without further ado, let's just get right on with the baking. So I just have to show you guys something. My family is amazing. For my bridal shower, they actually made me a family recipe book, and I got a whole bunch of recipes like from my bridal shower. I got like groceries and all recipes, so I stuck all of them in here. So I have got so many family recipes in here and I love it. Every time I get more family recipes, I add it in. So the vanilla cupcakes, they're also called sandwich cakes, is what we're going to be making today. So we obviously need 2 eggs, half a cup of milk, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of margarine, salt, and 2 tablespoons of cocoa. But we're skipping cocoa because I don't want to do chocolate, I want vanilla. I had these before and they were amazing, so had to make them again. It is such a simple recipe. Honestly, this is such an easy recipe, so I'll link it in the description for you guys if you want. But let's just get all our ingredients out first. Honestly, I love baking. I baked the other day and it works, so I thought we would do it in a video today. So first I obviously need flour. Guys, I hope that I have enough. I should have just enough flour for this recipe. Baking powder, I know I've got. Salt, I've got. Sugar, I know I've got for a fact. Baking powder, I have to get. The rest is all in the fridge. Guys, I need to repack this. It is so messy. My grocery cupboard is a mess. Baking powder. I think that's everything. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a reorganizing my grocery cupboard, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, it needs to get done. It's so bad. So the rest of the ingredients are from the fridge. So let's see what we can get. 2 eggs. I know that. Margarine, milk. I need to actually, I know it's fine. And I think it makes 12 or 24, which is actually so much for this recipe. Margarine. I think that's everything. Quite a simple recipe, and you can also add cinnamon if you want an extra touch, but I'm just going to have them plain. And vanilla essence, I think, as well. Vanilla for a vanilla flavor, which I probably will add. So I need to get my vanilla essence. I absolutely love vanilla so much. Now I need to figure out where I put vanilla essence. So now that our pans are prepped, all our ingredients are out, it is now time to officially start baking. This is my favorite part about baking. First things first, okay, preheat the oven. I'm going to be doing that a bit later. When I think I'm going to preheat it when I put the batter into the muffin trays. So we'll do that last, I think. And then beat eggs and sugar until cream. So I'm going to do that first. So we're adding 1 cup of sugar first. I also find that white sugar is the best for baking. I learned that the hard way. Something that I've been taught and I always learned is always crack your eggs separately, because I've had too many times where my eggs have been off and we don't want to ruin the whole mixture and waste ingredients, so I always crack them separately. So as you guys would have seen, I beat the eggs and the sugar until creamy. So now the next step is to put margarine and milk onto boil or into the microwave. I'm just going to do it in the microwave. So I'm going to melt the margarine and the butter and just give it a slight mix with a fork. And then I think you add that straight into the mixture, and then we'll do our dry ingredients. Guys, it looks so weird. I don't know how to show you, but it's like not mixing. It's so funny. But the recipe says to mix it, so I'm just gonna keep doing it until it melts. I think I should have done the butter first. So I reread the recipe and it says I need to put the milk and the margarine in the microwave until it bubbles. So it is definitely bubbled, and I think it's ready to add to our mixture. I'm also going to be adding vanilla essence and then all of our dry ingredients, and then we should be able to put it in the oven. So this is what all of our wet ingredients are looking like. So now it's time to add the dry ingredients. Guys, I messed up. I was supposed to add the milk and the margarine after the dry ingredients, but let's hope that it still isn't going to flop, even though I did that. I don't know why I did that. And I always add my margarine last to anything that I bake, so let's just see what the consistency comes out like. But I'm adding in 1 cup of flour. Then I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Just 1 level teaspoon, so baking powder, in that goes. And then 1 milliliter of salt. So I'm just gonna do a pinch of salt. I always do a pinch of salt. So I would assume that's like 1 milliliter. I would say that is about a pinch for me. So that is that done. I am now going to preheat the oven to 180. So I'm doing that now quickly, 180. A trick that my mom always taught me was to close all your doors and windows, especially when you bake, because obviously with the windows and doors being open, it affects the temperature of the oven. So I've done that. I'm doing my best to make sure that this does not flop. I already made one mistake. I added in the milk and the butter mixture before I should have, but I think the texture is still there. So we're now going to spoon it into the cupcake holders, and fingers crossed the baking is gonna work. So let's see. I'm kind of nervous because I didn't make a mistake, so let's see what happens. Guys, first glance, this is extremely runny, so I don't know, but I don't want to add anything. I find if I add stuff to the recipe, I always mess it up, so we're not going to do that today. So guys, this is our moment of truth. So it actually ended up making, I would say 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Made about 20 cupcakes, but this is the moment of truth. I'm going to put the stuff in the oven. Pray for me, please. I really hope this works out. Like I said, the batter was a bit runny, but we'll see in the next 25 to 30 minutes because that's how long it takes. So this is always the moment of truth, and if it doesn't work, oh well, it was a flop. If it works, yay, I'll be happy, but let's see. So I'd say it's been about 5 minutes and they seem to be rising, so my hopes are high. My hopes are very low when I put them in, but we'll see what happens when I don't know if you guys can see, but they are slowly but surely rising, and down at the bottom too. Okay guys, so it's been about 18 minutes. Something smells like it's burning, so I was like, you know what, I need to check and see. So I'm just going to bring you guys a bit further down. It smells good and smells like it worked, but I don't know. Something smells like it's burning and I don't know what. It's been about 18 minutes. I really hope it wasn't a flop. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm just going to take maybe a toothpick. It honestly smells like they're done to me, which was super quick. Don't know if it was my oven maybe. I mean, I'm putting in it's coming out super clean, so maybe it was the ones on the bottom rack. But I'm taking those out because I do not want to. I've already pretty much almost burnt them, so we do not want burnt offerings. But even say that these ones are the ones that look like they burnt. I think that's what I'm smelling. But the toothpick is coming out clean, so I'm taking them out as well. But that's like, I don't know if you guys can tell. It's a little bit burnt, but I'll take it. At least it wasn't a flop. Oh, my oven got stuck. It always does that. I'll have to get my husband to fix that when he comes home. I think it was a success, guys. I'm just going to wait for them to cool down and then we'll do a taste test. I do think I burnt them though, but at least when I put the toothpick in, they were clean. They didn't come out. They seem to be like deflating as they've come out. Oh no, I hope it wasn't a flop, but we'll see. But 25 minutes was way too long. I don't know if my oven was too strong, so if I do this again, I'm going to only do like 15-20 minutes, I think. Guys, I managed to close the oven door by myself. I'm so proud of myself. But what I'm thinking, I think my molds were too big. I think I should have used smaller molds, because if I'm looking at the second batch that I put in, those were smaller and those seem to have worked a bit better. But you know what, it's a learning curve and it was my first time trying this recipe, so it's obviously not going to be perfect, but I hope that it still tastes good. So guys, we have our moment of truth. I'm going to taste test, and I have tasted these before. I've let them cool down, but oh my gosh, they're tiny. But if I remember correctly, I think hers were also quite small, but mine are tiny. I'm just glad that it's not a complete flop. I mean, at least I have a product at the end of the day. It just depends on the taste. Fingers crossed it tastes good. It smells really good. It smells like a muffin, so let's just see. Let's break it open. And guys, it cooked all the way through. Oh, that is sometimes something I always struggle with. It looks burnt on the outside, but on the inside it actually looks really good. So let's... It's not bad, guys. It's actually really good. Oh, and it tastes very similar. I would say way more crunchy on the outside, but so soft on the inside. And honestly, I'm gonna finish this whole thing, so I'm actually so proud of myself, because the last couple of times I've baked, it's flopped. But I think if I were to do something differently, I wouldn't do them as long. I'd use a smaller base of pan, a smaller muffin pan. And because if I remember correctly, I think my family member made them quite small. They weren't big muffins. And then what else? Oh, I would do the milk and the butter mixture last instead of first. But I do think it still worked out quite well. I mean, tell me that looks cooked to you guys, right? It's just obviously this tastes a bit more crunchy. So I would give it a It's not the best, but it definitely tastes really nice. So I would say about a 7 out of 10. It has potential, very tasty, but I need to do some things differently next time. But at least it wasn't a flop, guys. I know the last time I made a baking video, I think it was a flop. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please hit that big red subscribe button down below. Turn on post notifications and you'll get updated every time I post a new video. And with all that being said, I hope that you guys have a wonderful week ahead. And I will see you guys very soon back with another video. Bye guys.